Picture this, you have been working hard all 4 years of your high school career to be the first person in your family to graduate high school and try to get into college as well. You find out after those many years of hard work that you got into an Ivy League school, Harvard, which was your goal. You find out you get a half-ride scholarship, but now you have to figure out how to pay for the other half since your parents don't have the means to do that. So you apply for FAFSA like many students do. FAFSA says your parents apparently make too much even though they're struggling to pay their bills. Later on the next day, you find out that one of your wealthy fellow peer students also got into Harvard while getting C's, D's, and even failing some classes, magically getting through high school with C's. How would that make you feel? So now I would like to get to my title of why there should be a law to make wealthy and less wealthy, less fortunate students more equal in society. Again, why should there be a law to make sure these students are on the same line and getting the same amount of benefits and everything? Well, I want to talk about two main points. The two main points is the difficulties in discipline and even different education these two different demographics get just leading up before college as well, and all the trouble they face and the material they learn before, the pressure and everything else. The two main points would be the pressure and trouble they face and the academic material they get before they even get there. The first main point I would like to talk about is how many college students' academic journey began long before that senior year or high school. It can start from even age 5 and all the material they're learning leading up to all that education. Many analysis and studies have been done in wealthier areas schools and also lower income areas as well, and over 2.7 million middle schools and high schools. And there has shown there is a significant difference in the academic progress all these kids have in between them. So the next generation looks up to other generations, and what is said on there is the families that are poor are going to keep on getting poorer because they're not given the same materials or opportunities that the other students are. The main point I would like to talk about is part of the journey about how these children are raised, the wealthier and the poor kids. The wealthier kids, by research, has shown that wealthier kids' parents will have more resources to hire help outside of themselves while they're busy at work to pick up their children, take them to extracurricular activities to really develop their abilities and get tutors and everything else. While the kids that are less fortunate, they don't have those resources. They kind of have to fend for themselves a little while parents are at work, and they won't have money for extracurricular activities, especially in those developmental stages that are essential during middle school, where there's a lot of material and information they might need help with, and their parents could only help them after school. They wouldn't have the same amount of time or resources as wealthier kids. The solution for this major gap we have in today's world between the wealthy and the lower middle class or lower class would be higher fundings by government, more policies, and a common understanding by talking about it like this, with data, analytics, and everything, so we can understand both sides and create more policies. So in order for the lower income students to have the same benefits and opportunities as wealthier students, we need to make policies and we need to make sure they're highly enforced. To do that, some of the solutions would be reaching out to equal opportunity schools, which is great for this cause, and joining groups after school to advocate equality between the wealthier and the lower class students. Doing this, we can help close this gap and hopefully enforce a law that would make us equal.